This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a DJ? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Ed Markwardt with All Access DJ. Ed, how are you today?
Doing great. It's great to be here.
Great. Well, we are so excited to learn all about you and your business. Can you start off by telling our listeners today just a little bit about your company?
Absolutely. Our company started in 2012, after I had worked for another company for a couple of years. And we started with a mission of helping brides, grooms, and corporate people to have great events. And we've been successful. I've had it for now 14 years, and we keep on expanding. We've got photo booths and everything now, as well as other items. So we are definitely growing and excited.
Wow. Well, growth is always so important. And Ed, where did your heart for this company come from?
Well, it really came from a passion for helping people, because I used to do audiovisual for schools in California, and then I came out here and started with a DJ company just to see. I was looking to make a little extra money on the side. Didn't know what it was all about. Trained with that company and worked for them for a couple of years, and I really had a passion for the clients and treating everybody as an individual person. And so after 2 years of being with them, I actually started my own company with the help of a coordinator. And at that point, my company was born. And then I started doing everything by myself and realized that there's a much bigger need. So I actually went out and recruited people to help, some DJs, and then eventually photo booth people. So, and then I make sure that all of my team has the same philosophy as I have, and that is really just putting the client first and doing whatever we can to make the successful event.
Wow. Now, switching gears for a second here, Ed, what is that most common myth or misconception you come across in your industry today? Let's dive in a little bit deeper.
The common myth is really about having friends and family take care of your event. And that's all fine and dandy, especially if you're on a budget, but having a professional handle your event really increases the capabilities of that event and allows more things to happen. There's more focus because we're not family or friends, so we don't get sidetracked, and we have more focus. So that's the biggest thing that I've seen, that people just want to try to save money on a DJ, but realize that actually not having a professional DJ could actually cost more than having a friend or family do it.
Yes, and memories are priceless at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. That's what we're about. We're about creating memories. My big philosophy, my big thing is we do not engage. We do not entertain. We engage. I do not like to have our guys or me get on the dance floor and showboat or anything like that. But what we do with our music and our voice is that we engage and kind of keep people interactive. We have games that we can do and all that, icebreakers. But the idea is, at the end of the night, we want the client at the end to say, that is exactly the event that I wanted to have happen.
Now, Mark, getting into things even deeper here, we know marketing is the heart of every business. So who are some of your target customers, clients, or audience? And in terms of marketing today, how do you attract them?
Well, so our target market is really brides and grooms, or has been. And then we do corporate events as well as holiday parties and that kind of a thing. We use the Knot, which has been very successful. We also use Zola, but what I'm most proud of is that we have a lot of referrals, mouth to mouth. we are on several vendor lists of venues that today actually just sent me a few brides. So we have those vendor referrals as well, and then also in the industry we have vendors that know us and work well with us, so they refer us. So, but mouth to mouth, I like the best just because it's more personal that way. Where the not, you just have to kind of try to catch them and see what their vision is. But this way we can have a communication with them.
Now, Ed, have you ever thought of having your own podcast for the business before?
I have thought about it, but I never really did it because I honestly, thinking about it, I was like, this is so many, it seems to me there's so many angles to go with and everything else. I was afraid to start. So I've thought about it, but I have not taken that step yet.
Now, outside of work, what do you and your family like to do for fun?
I'll be honest with you, outside of work, I like to relax. I just like to sit down, watch TV, and just let it go. Once I get done with an event, I come home and my brain's still wound up. So it takes me a little bit to relax and go to sleep. So, but on my off days, I like to just lounge around. Sometimes I'll take my wife to dinner or somewhere, and we just have a good old time.
Now, Ed, does your wife help put on the events with you?
No, she does not. She's just at home and she takes care of the house and everything. And so I just do it by myself.
Now, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember today about All Access DJ.
Okay, so our main thing is our slogan is it's all about you. What that means is that when we go into an event, we do not have any preconceived notion of how it's going to go. We don't have anything set. I've been asked before, well, do you have a playlist we can look at? No, because everything we do is we give everybody an online music portal to where they can actually put in as much music as they want in the categories and everything. It's real nice because our goal is simply to take their vision and to bring it to life. That's all we do. So, so we can add suggestions and all that, but we prefer the client to give us as much information as they can so it fits their vision and their theme, especially if it's a corporate event, their theme for the evening.
Now, as the one who puts on the events, what is the mindset that you have going into the setting as the DJ?
My main mindset is just to make the event as perfect as possible. We have multiple calls or visits with each client, and when we get there, the idea is I have everything, because beforehand I actually rehearse the whole evening several times before that day. It's so important not to have a mistake, and being live there at the event, I mean, on occasion things are going to happen, but we have backup equipment. Everything we have is top of the line, ready to go. And we, from the start of the timeline to the end of the timeline, we work hard to make sure that everything goes according to plan, so there's no mistakes. So that's our main focus, is because we want them to be able to relax, enjoy the guests and everything else, and then let us take the ball and just keep things moving along.
Okay, final question for you today, Ed. Where can our listeners go to learn more about All Access DJ?
Sure, they can go to our website. It's allaccessdj.dfw.com. That's our website. They can also look us up on Facebook or Instagram. It's just they just search All Access DJ Texas, and they'll find we do post pictures of all of our events, sometimes videos that our DJs will do, and then they'll see all of that. So that's a good source. And then on my website is also our phone number and email that they can contact us as well. And we do, the other thing also that's special about us is that we are budget friendly. So if we give a quote and it's too much, let us know and see if there's any wiggle room in there, because we don't want someone to just say no because of price if we can help it.
Well, Ed, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.